Skål, gutta.
Skål. Skål.
Pour yourself a drink. It's Tipsy Wednesday, an original podcast presented from the Penthouse Bar. With us, as usual, our host and editor, Bjørn.
Greetings.
And our host and in-house villain, Junior.
Hello there.
And last but not least, our host and social media manager, Thomas.
Hello.
I didn't even bother try pointing because it would be that way. Oh yeah, it was right. Yeah.
Yes, you got it. Yeah, so, social media stuff. Not much, but I believe when this episode hits, I will have posted the new YouTube intro and outro video I have made for the YouTube channel. The same music, everything, just added a bit of theatrics to it. So that will be good. Also, in today's episode, before our show and tell segment, there will be a little jingle. And on YouTube, there will be a video with the jingle, which I will make right after this podcast, as a matter of fact.
Okay, so you'll be sending me the sound clip for the audio version.
I have done it.
Okay, well, I need to look at that then.
You know what it is. It's a little
yeah.
man clip.
Oh yeah, it's a little man clip.
You guys will understand when you hear it when it comes around.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it. Junior, what are you doing?
He's trying to poke your ear or something. That freeze frame. Glorious.
Glorious.
Well, I don't know if you know, but my room is my office, my study room, where we are recording this podcast is quite tiny, right? Not tiny, but smallish, not big enough for me.
Where you are recording this podcast, not where we
Yeah.
are recording it.
No, where I am. It's a little inconvenient, the place.
Speaking of recording podcasts, this summer we will be at the Penthouse Bar live. No, not live, but we will be together.
Yes. For those of you who don't know, this is the actual Penthouse Bar. Or this.
with a Norwegian troll in the background.
Yes.
Lovely.
There. Anyways, how are we gonna film it? That was my question.
Oh. Yeah,
Well,
that's,
we got a lot of
technical
webcam.
challenge.
Yeah,
No, we got
but
we got webcams.
We only use one laptop, so
How long can a phone record for?
depends on how much space you have.
Yeah, but anyway, this tiny place of mine gets really hot because of my computer.
But we have a
So I
window.
need to open. Yeah, that is what I'm doing. You know,
I don't know, but now I know.
it's not just enough to open the window. You need to pull the curtains away as well.
Shit, I forgot to fix something before we started recording. My mouse might just come across your pictures now. Yep. There it is.
What? Okay, well, with this pro move, I don't know.
Yeah, but I've done it now. Won't be doing it again. So let's start with today's first topic. And that's a question for you, Junior.
No.
Yes, it actually is. Because some time back, you ordered a necklace. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you received it yet?
Yes.
Nice, because you never told us. You only said you ordered it, and never showed it off. No, nothing. Didn't say you got it. So I was curious.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, yeah.
Well, I have gotten it and I wore it yesterday on a party.
But you didn't wear it for this podcast.
No, I don't wear it for this podcast.
Wow.
Well, if you
It's,
got it, I'll I want you to use it next week then, so we can see your necklace.
My famous bling.
Your famous bling, yes.
I can't do that, but of course, yeah, I got it. I wear it at social occasions.
Yeah. I
But I don't
thought
work
maybe you hadn't got it and you just had forgot about the whole ordeal.
No, I received it. I wear it at social gatherings, as I said. It's too. I don't wear it at work or any other
No.
occasions.
Like, it has a price tag that wouldn't justify it for like work stuff.
You say that, but you wear watches to work, which is in the same price tag.
No, I don't wear my expensive watches to work.
No, but you would if you could.
Maybe.
Well, it
Did you do it? No, but did you wear some expensive watch at work and your own old place?
No. Not in work stuff events.
Didn't
Not unless
you-
there was like some social gathering, like
Yeah,
other
but
than actual work.
yeah, but your G-Shock watch.
Mm-hmm.
That's quite expensive, isn't it?
No, it's like $100.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's expensive enough.
Eh. But they're made to be like extra durable, so yeah.
Yeah, because you got this the smart watches and the training watches. They are really expensive though,
Mm.
and people I don't know. They use it everywhere.
Oh yeah, I guess, but it would be unfortunate if you smacked the screen of your smartwatch on a something while working.
Well, I have.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 2 really big scratches on my screen of my watch.
Well, the kind of risk you take when, it's like, that's what you get for wearing it to like physical work.
Yeah, but that's the point of this watch. It's to wear it everywhere, so you can count everything, like your
Okay.
heart rate and steps. Yeah, your activities.
Sounds like some marketing gimmick to make it more likely to break so that you will buy another one when you do break it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He doesn't care.
Like,
He can afford another one, just like you.
Yeah, like you know how some phones have like curved screens, like the screen like extends over the edges of the phone.
Did he die now?
Did
I
my
don't know.
Discord die? Do you hear me?
Well, I
Well,
bet
shit.
that his recording is.
We lost you for
Am
a
I
sec.
back?
Yeah, you're back. What did you say?
Well, as I was saying, the curved phone screens. Don't you think that's more of a marketing gimmick? They say like, "Ooh, you can see more because you have a bigger screen." But in actual reality, you are more likely to break your screen if you drop it because it has 2 additional sides of screen to break.
I don't know.
So-
I've had those edge phones and whatnot. What they were called when they came out, and I never broke any of them.
Yeah, well, but you would be more likely to break the screen if you dropped it and it landed
Yeah.
on one of those sides instead of a traditional one side screen phone.
Yeah, but I imagine there's some benefit of the curve.
A larger
Is it?
screen.
Well, more screen. That's the benefit, obviously.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, because-
when you said I actually lost my, it was all the way back when the Samsung 6 Edge came out. It was one of the first phones that had the curved sides on the phone for more screen.
Mhm.
And I was out walking, had used my phone. We're supposed to put it back on my pocket on the inside of the jacket, and I just threw it in the pocket. Except I didn't throw it in the pocket.
Just
Just threw it down to the street. But I only got one scratch across the screen and at the bottom of the screen, so
okay.
it was livable for a couple of months before I bought a new one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I imagine if you throw your phone at the ground, you probably
Drop
get
it.
some scratch.
Anyway.
No, he threw it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just...
Yeah, but you got a curved screen, right?
Who?
You,
No. I
your
don't-
computer screen.
Yeah, curved computer screen.
different.
No, it's just a gimmick. Mm.
No. It is
Well,
not.
well, then you're just explaining the benefits of curved, aren't you?
Well, concave versus convex curvature, Mr. Smartass.
Well, my
And-
screen is neither of those.
Well,
My s-
because
My screen is flat.
yeah, because it's like 27 inches, 16 by 9 format. Once you go to 32 inches ultra wide, it's like that. It gets so like extended towards the side that if you had a flat monitor, it would be like warped. You know, and besides, it's not the same argument as for phones having curved screens. Those are curved the other way.
Well, so if you,
I really think-
well, if you got a curved screen on your phone that curved the same way as your computer
Curved
screen.
inward.
That would be super impractical when you use your phone.
Well,
I guess, but yeah, what I'm just getting at is it's a bit silly, those curved screens on the phones. It doesn't really give you a huge benefit, but it has a huge downside to being way more likely to break if you drop it. So
Now you're at this tangent. What about flip phones? The
flip
new
phones.
Yeah.
Well, on that same risk of dropping it, you'll be less likely to break your screen if it's a flip phone and you have it like flipped together. You know.
I really like the old ones when you didn't fold to the actual screen.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I'm
Once
talking
you were
about
like
the new.
cool when you were like flip it up.
I had one of those. Just flipped it up, and then you could just answer. Out of the pocket. Hello.
Cool times, cool
Yeah.
times.
But the new ones, I'm a little skeptical as of yet. I'm not too impressed.
In
with what
terms
I've
of-
seen.
In terms of mechanical strength or just the curved screen itself, the part of the screen that bends.
I just don't like the concept with the folding your phone like that.
Well, but okay,
It's bound to break at some point.
Perhaps
That happened
but
with the old phones. When you flipped them a lot, they could break from the rest of the phone. If that happens with this, just hanging at the screen or something.
Well, just speaking from experience, one of our listeners, our fans, has one of those flip phones, one of the those new Samsung flip phones, I think. And just looking at it, it's when you flip the phone, it's like super tiny, and it's like, yeah, it's super convenient because it takes way less pocket space. Somehow, you know. So it's like, yeah, that's a benefit at least.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Game Boy Advance SP.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, that's a benefit. But of course, I think it's designed so that it is a weak point and you can flip it X amount of thousands of like bends of the screen, but it will fail eventually. But at that point, is it already time to update your phone? Like, how many times per day do you flip your phone? It's like,
Well, it really
Yeah,
depends on the
I
user.
don't-
That
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I
Yeah, I'm-
don't think that's the first point of failure. I don't
Yeah,
think they're designed like that. I hope not.
And I kind of imagine that you're more gentle with this generation of flip phones compared to the older. Because
yeah.
because the older one you threw up
Yeah.
the flip phone. Yeah, you don't do that with the new.
But that's not as cool then when you're going to answer it. Pick up the phone and flip it open and answer.
Yeah,
You lose some of the coolness with the flip phone.
yeah, I guess you actually do.
Oh well.
But hey, did you hear the new Netflix thing they're testing out? They are
What?
They're tired of people sharing their accounts with other people.
Oh.
So now, if you're going to share it with other people, you have to pay extra for extra profiles, which are meant for those who are borrowing your account.
Well, does this apply to every account in a household, or?
No, they haven't been very specific. I read 3 articles of this, and no one says specifically how this is going to work, other than you can buy up to 2 extra users, which can then be used by other people who are not in your household. But
Okay.
I don't hope they're taking away the options of having multiple accounts for one household, because my kids don't watch the same things as I do, or within the same age limits on our profiles. Also, my kids have Netflix on their phones, and they use those when they're at their mother's house. So with Netflix, like, see that they are watching it from a different place now, so you have to pay for these accounts. I see problems in the future with this concept.
I hope they're targeting the people who share accounts with people who don't live in their households, like me.
Yeah, but how do they know?
I've been wondering because I've had a Netflix account for years now, and ever since I got a Netflix account, I've shared it with my sister. Or, well, she has access to my Netflix account, and I'm pretty sure she's been using my Netflix more than I have. But she doesn't. We don't live, we don't live together. So she lives in a completely different part of this country. Can I say that? Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and she uses my Netflix account with no problem. So I've just been waiting for the moment where that is not possible, and it has been for years. So I think they're targeting me.
Yeah, basically. But how do they know?
Yeah.
Maybe
IP addresses.
Yeah. But
Locations.
What if one of the locations are your cabin, and you're using your Netflix when you're at your cabin?
I would log into my account then.
Yeah, but would your sister log into your account as well when she's watching it somewhere else?
I imagine they are taking away all the users.
Yeah, but how will
the users?
How will you have your kid use?
So in Thomas's account, his kids will be suggested all these gory horror movies.
No,
if he was watching that, they can't do that. And Thomas will be suggested all these kids shows mixed with everything. So the whole suggestion box will just be a fucking mess.
Either that, or they will allow you to have 2 accounts. Two accounts on one Netflix.
Yeah, but I have 2 kids, and they have different age limits on
yeah,
their profiles.
That is when you got to pay out more cash for Netflix.
You have to pay more as well for the regular as well.
Sounds like a less and less desirable choice of streaming site compared to others.
But in my case, I don't share it with others. It's just my account and my kids' accounts. So I will have to wait and see how this potentially can or will affect me and my kids.
But what other streaming sites allow you to do this? To make you access those accounts?
Everyone?
No.
I have Viaplay.
Really?
There I have an account for me, for my daughter, for my son, and for my mother. and on HBO I have an account for me, for my daughter, and for my son. Again, for the age limits, my daughter can see up to 15 plus, or thereabouts, and my son can see up to 13. 13 or 16.
Well, I imagine that everyone will follow suit
and I've done
when Netflix.
I've done the same with Amazon Prime as well. Disney Plus.
What about Disney?
Disney? Yeah, I have an account. My daughter have an account. My son have an account. My sister have an account, and my mother have an account.
So they are targeting you as well.
Yeah. But Disney ain't Netflix, so if everyone follows suits, that would be a problem.
I imagine they will
I'm just
actually do that.
curious how they will implement this.
But
like,
then
and
again,
how strict it will be.
when you
They will
pay to have more, like the Netflix subscription, I have the one where you can simulcast at 4 screens at the same time. I pay for that service. Why would they take it away?
No,
that's not the basic service when you can watch at one screen at the time. I pay for the one where you can watch at multiple.
yeah, but then I imagine you are safe from Netflix. I imagine that Bjørn has the regular subscription.
Yeah. And I would be likely be prompted to pay the sharing fee or get my sister's part like cancelled. My sister's access to my Netflix will be cancelled most likely if I don't pay this sharing fee.
Yeah.
That's what I
that's just
imagine
to pay
will
for an
happen.
extra profile on your account, which that other person will get their own password and login information, and all their history will be transferred as well to that profile when they so do.
I don't know.
But is this an option? Will it just give you the option to buy? It's not very expensive. I think it will be like in Norwegian like 30-40 kroners more.
3 or 4 euros then.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, okay, well, but
maybe,
it all adds up.
or
So
maybe as little as 25 as well, according to their prices where they're testing it out now.
Yeah, but it's
But if it's optional, then I'm fine with that they're implementing it.
optional how?
Well, you get the option to pay extra for other people who aren't you. Or in
And
your
if you
household.
don't pay this optional,
Nothing.
well,
No,
what is the incentive to pay more then if the consequence of not paying is nothing?
I don't know.
Like, there has to be some consequence. If you don't pay this optional fee, the other's access will be cancelled. That's how I imagine it will be. You will get the prompt.
That will fuck up the part where you can have different accounts for your household.
Yeah, they have to like somewhat restrict it to like, okay, all IP addresses within this household are like granted access to the
Yeah,
same
but how would that work?
account.
I have my Netflix on my phone. I use my phone when I travel, and I watch Netflix around the world and at work and everywhere else when I'm connected
don't know.
to different internets.
I don't
It's
know.
still me watching my account.
Device memorization. They remember. They connect your Netflix account to this particular
HBO does
mobile
that.
device.
HBO does that.
Okay. Yep.
You can have 5 devices connected to your HBO account, and nothing more.
Junior, we're going to say something.
Yeah, I'm reading a little about this, but they're taking away the extra counts. That's how they're doing it.
The extra account. So what Thomas is currently having. All families with different accounts will be having difficulties then.
Yeah, how will this affect a family with multiple accounts?
Yeah, removing all the extra accounts. Like Bjørn, he has 2 profiles.
Yeah.
Your sister one will disappear.
Yeah, unless I pay this extra fee. That's not a huge problem for me. What about Thomas? Is he supposed to pay
they say
this 2 or 3 euro extra fee for his daughter? Let's say his daughter, his son, and his wife, because that's a whole another subscription price on top of his already existing subscription price.
Well, we just have to wait and see
Yeah. This
first
is
place,
potentially-
it's just a test, and it's in some backwater countries,
Yeah, like Chile and
Peru.
what
and
was
whatnot.
yeah,
Some
No,
backwater countries.
no major countries. No.
Yeah, but nothing,
Even-
nothing like America or.
Chile, Costa Rica, and Peru. All countries with more people than us.
Yep, that's what I was like
everyone
trying
has
to...
more countries, more people than us.
If they're not significant countries, then Norway is like a piss drop in the ocean or something.
We're a fucking rich country.
Yeah, but size, it was like...
Fuck size.
Size doesn't matter.
Size doesn't matter if you have cash.
Okay. Partially Netflix related, Junior. What's this? 2 letters in your show notes. F1. What's this about? I assume I know what it is, but...
Yeah, of course. It's Formula 1, Drive to Survive.
Yes.
Have you watched
Yes.
it yet?
I've started today. I watched the very first 2 episodes of season 4.
Then you're a week
I know.
on the back pedal.
I know. I'm a week behind schedule.
Yeah, because I watched it in one sitting.
Wow. Okay. How many episodes is that? 10?
I believe so.
Like 45, 50 minutes each. That's
Yeah, if it's 10 or 8 episodes, don't quote me on that. But
okay, well,
it's really funny now. And
funny, interesting, entertaining.
yes, and I feel like Netflix has really blown this sport up
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah.
and gotten a lot of attention. There's so much memes right now of the current season of F1. It's unbelievable. And the memes. Dank
Okay.
Formula memes.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
Yeah, of the current season. Because they are not
Yeah,
interested
because
in...
the season that just released a week ago on Netflix is the 21 season.
Yeah, the Formula
Yeah, the
21,
recap of the 21 season. Yeah. Not the
Yes.
currently one that's airing because they have to produce all this shit, you know? So
Yeah.
are you paying attention to the current season which is
Just the memes.
live airing? Okay, just the
Ju-
memes. Okay.
Just the memes, because the memes are so spicy, and the drama and the rivalry is bigger than before. Bigger than ever. Shit is going down, and I think you will love this season of Formula 1 Drive to Survive. Yeah, because this is setting up some real shitty hype right now. The current season is so unbelievable. I cannot wait until 2022 season.
I was like, Netflix is making Formula 1 into the modern day sitcom. It's like, you have drama, you have relationships, you have breakups, excitement,
No,
entertaining.
I would not say like sitcom. I would say like wrestling.
Reality show?
No, wrestling.
Wrestling?
Yeah, but
How?
not scripted wrestling. Yeah, because you got teams and rivalry and stories.
Okay, I can't directly see the comparison, but okay.
You got storylines, villains.
Villains
Yeah.
Bad people.
in racing, you have the
Yeah.
crooked driver that rams the other ones. That's the villain. No.
Yeah, yo.
Yo.
Hold on.
That's very Norwegian.
Yeah, because during one of the interviews, there are a lot of drivers that they are afraid of, because they are afraid of getting hit. Yeah. Sebastian Vettel commented on someone. He called him the torpedo.
Okay, because he rams you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. A torpedo. Well,
And now this season, because there's only 20 spots in Formula 1, so it's a really tight sport.
niche.
Yeah.
Oh well,
Yeah.
only the elite of the elite are allowed into that sport, you are way more likely to become a professional football player than to become a professional Formula 1 driver. Because if you're a professional, 2 teams in the entire world can fill up the entire... 2 football teams can fill up the entire roster of Formula 1 drivers. There's 20 Formula 1 drivers in the entire world. That equals to 2 football teams out of the hundreds of football teams in the professional league. So that just speaks volumes to how elite those people are.
Yeah, and this current season, just to shed some lights, a team had to disqualify a player, not a player, but a driver, because he was a Russian.
Ooh.
I actually heard about that, and I don't watch the show.
Yeah, and then they had to bring some old guy. Not old guy, he's really famous, but he is retired, technically, to drive for him, for the team, and he's crushing it.
Okay. I
it's
kind of know what's going to happen now, but it's not like I was excited for the outcome. I know the outcome of the 21 season.
Yeah, but this is
the current season.
This is the current
the current season. Yeah, of course.
Because they weren't banning Russians from driving Formula 1 last year.
Yeah. I'm yeah.
This has been in the news and everything. If you read up on the Russia-Ukraine conflicts and whatnot and sanctions, it has been mentioned.
Yeah, and they don't mention it, but it's in F1 Drive to Survive, and I feel that's oversight. You know the team Williams?
Williams, yes.
Yes, they haven't scored a point in like 10 years or something.
Yeah, they're like... I wouldn't say they're bottom feeders, but they have been on the lower part of the ladder.
Yes.
The lower part of the elite.
Yeah.
Yes,
yep.
yeah.
Lower part of the elite.
But in this season, they actually scored some points. The 21.
Okay, good to know.
And that's really... Yeah, Williams. Really wholesome. They are using Mercedes engine, though. Mercedes is a big part of Williams.
Okay.
For some reason. And I believe... Was it this season or the last season? It was the last season where Mercedes had to blend a driver from Williams because Lewis Hamilton had COVID.
Oh.
And the driver that they lent and put him in the Mercedes, he won.
Okay.
So
Lewis Hamilton isn't good at all. He's just a fraud.
He's just a fraud. He's just a car.
Nah.
And
he's won like 7
championships
in a row. 7 championships in a row.
Yes.
7 years in a row. He's become the elitist, the most elite out of all the elite drivers.
And you, Michael Schumacher?
Him and his team. Yeah, I think he broke some record that Schumacher held, didn't he?
I don't
like for
remember.
most consecutive wins, race wins. I think Lewis Hamilton, some time back, like outscored Michael Schumacher.
Yeah, but
in most wins.
I think Schumacher as well had 7 championships.
Maybe. He at least tied and broke some record that Michael Schumacher had.
Yeah,
so,
and this is quite of the amusement part of this season because one team has 2 drivers, right?
Yeah.
So what some teams are doing, which is really scummy, but Mercedes is notorious for it. They used their co-driver, not the co-driver, but the other driver, not Hamilton, to kind of slow down other teams and giving Lewis the spot 1, right? P1.
Okay, yeah. So they use those two drivers. Their lead driver, Lewis Hamilton, is going on to win the race, and they're using their second driver to just deliberately slow down the rest of the pack.
Yes. And yeah, he's kind of the wall, I would say, and he would do that a lot from P1. So when he got the chance to win the whole thing, they would deliberately slow him down so he would get P2. So Hamilton would win.
Yeah, because Hamilton held the top score, and they needed Hamilton to win so that Mercedes team could win.
No, because they're
No?
still getting It's just to get Hamilton to win, not to get the team, because the team gets the same amount of points, matter which driver wins, right?
Okay.
But it's better publicity if Hamilton wins because of the winning streak, right?
Yeah, of course.
So he's the golden boy of Mercedes.
Yeah.
And this causes a strife, which you will see. Spoilers.
I think I saw that previous season. That will be 20 season.
Yeah, it's always been a strife, but this was the breaking point. And
Okay.
yeah, and Bottas is no longer driving for Mercedes. He's switched team this year.
The more you know.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, it's intriguing, and it's really funny to watch.
For someone who's just been watching the Netflix series, it's interesting. But if I hadn't watched it at all, it would be like, because I've not been interested in that until I started watching that Netflix series. Yes, Thomas is.
Yeah,
So
Thomas.
Even if you don't like motorsports or Formula One, that's a good, entertaining series on its own, and it might make you interested in the motorsport itself.
Ain't no one got time for that.
Yeah, unless you've got way too many other shows to watch.
Says the man who watched all of wrestling.
That's why I don't have time for Formula One.
Okay, Thomas, are you referring to another show with your show note under here, or is it the type of people?
You are thinking about Doomsday Preppers.
I am, yeah, because I know there's a show called Doomsday Preppers.
It's the people.
Okay, yeah.
Because, Doomsday Preppers, I've kind of always made fun of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they do too much out of nothing, really.
Oh yeah, well, it seems so ridiculous. Why do you have a bunker? Why do you have hermetically sealed food in case of an apocalypse? You're silly.
Yeah, and especially
this.
in America, you have those on the show as well. You can see people have made their own bunkers or have put buses underground and filled it again, and then made houses or corridors and stuff within the buses and whatnot, with living room compartments, sleeping room compartments, and all this canned food and everything. And I've always thought, this is ridiculous, you will never need it. But hey ho, then came Russia along and waged war against Ukraine. And world leaders all over are trying to help Ukraine and whatnot, and now China might be putting their eggs in the Russian basket. So thing might escalate. So maybe the Doomsday Preppers actually was onto something. They might actually get the last laugh.
Yeah,
I'm thinking now.
It's like
I imagine
with a lack of comparison, it's like those people in the 90s claiming the CIA had intelligence and a vast monitoring system for phone and internet traffic throughout the world, and they were monitoring its citizens. That seems like silly idea. You're overthinking things. A few years later, Snowden.
Yeah, but the whole thing about Doomsday Prepper, they are ridiculous until it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's ridiculous until it happons.
So
And then
these
there-
days it don't seem as far-fetched as it did last year.
Yep.
So now they are getting the last laugh and sitting in the bunker with all the hermetic meal and food and water.
Yeah. So
Well-
maybe we should become Doomsday Preppers. We should move the bar and put it underground so we can continue delivering podcasts from a bunker somewhere.
Well, I guess it's not common knowledge, but it's good to have rations for 3 days, I believe.
It's not just good for, it's recommended.
Yeah, it's
You
recommended
should
that
have
ration.
10 liters of water and food for at least 48 hours, I believe. It's recommended.
Yeah.
As
Yeah,
well
That's
as-
really it's really easy to do. It's just buy some cans of hermetic food and just hermetically sealed food and just take a few bottles of water and then just fill them up one day and just leave it in the what's it called, cupboard or
somewhere where
food
someone hit the
storage
water
room
bottle and
or
whatnot.
something. Yeah, so and just leave it there. It's like, but do we do it? No.
No.
But now people are recommended to have water around the house in case of an emergency, especially if one of the nuclear plants and whatnot in Ukraine goes to shit. And we get some.
Because
of
at
the
that point it will be too late to take your tap water and drink it.
and we will get,
maybe.
and we might get radiation with the winds and weather over here. Then you have to drink that water and stay inside for at least 48 hours and whatnot. But then I thought, can you shower during those hours? Or
No.
No.
No, I would think not. If that water comes from a water refinery that has like a dam, that dam would absorb some radiation. So
you might sit inside for 2 or 3 days without taking a shower. Holy shit!
no fucking problem. I got my games and animes. It's just like no sweat, no sweat.
No sweat. You are sweating a lot.
I'm already sweating. So
Yeah, just look at you and you're so red.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's something with his camera settings. I
No,
don't
his
know.
green screen is too
No.
close to him. He should remove.
No,
his,
yeah.
I enjoy the color in my cheeks.
he should remove his damn bike, which is standing there.
Yeah, training cycle.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
So you can move your screen all the way back. to the
Can you see
No,
this
no.
bike?
No, because I think he's got his green screen as far back as he can.
You have it all the way back to the door.
No,
No, exactly.
no.
I saw.
No,
So
but,
after we put it down before we started recording, he has like this much to go.
Oh,
That would probably help with the coloring of his face, because he won't get the.
No, but I enjoy the color in my cheek.
Well,
Okay.
we won't be bothering you about it anymore then.
yeah, but well, as for Doomsday Prepping, buy a few cans of hermetically sealed food and fill a few bottles
Hermetically
of
sealed.
water.
It's not canned anymore. It's not
It's not canned?
canned food. We
Hermetically
don't have canned food anymore. Now it's vacuum plastic.
Oh, yeah,
Shit.
yeah, I guess. Yeah,
At least here in Norway, we're
long-lasting food.
long-lasting food. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
As
trying to
long as
find.
hermetically sealed back in the days were, but
No, you can't
No.
expect it to last for years. But
That is what I'm doing. I'm trying to find some MRE.
MRE, military ration.
No,
yeah,
No,
buy some
meal
of those.
room.
Buy some of those 5-liter cans
Meal-
of water.
meal,
and,
ready to
buy
eat.
some yoika, and you're good to go.
Yep. Well,
and it's fucking difficult to find this in Norway. I just find the
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, I'd imagine, because it's not like it's shelf merchandise.
Oh, fucking hell! I will buy all the MREs.
Anyway, so we're moving on.
Yeah, we might be. Yeah.
Thomas, do you want to go ahead with the segment, or
Yeah, we can do the segment. Make a note of it, because I need that note as well.
Oh, yeah.
So here comes a bit of music. Ta-da!
Oi, come on then. Show us something new.
Okay, little man. Tipsy Wednesday presents Show and Tell.
Well,
Yeah.
I will just have to cut it in between there somewhere. Show
Yeah.
and tell people. Junior, what do you have for us?
Nothing. But
You
I
don't have
will.
anything?
Nothing?
No.
I asked you before we started recording.
Yeah, no, I said nothing.
Well, wow.
No, I said, do you have what you need? And he said yes. And
No,
you
I said nothing. I said no.
You said no?
What?
Yeah.
You sure? I gave you a chance to go
un-
and get it before we started.
No, but I said nothing. I can show
Well,
you
damn.
this.
That's
I-
uninteresting then.
I can show you this water bottle.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
It's partly translucent as well.
Of course, it's a water bottle.
Well,
I said no.
I won't be posting a fucking picture of an empty water bottle on Instagram. Forget about it.
Yeah, but I can tell you all the good shit about the water bottle.
Good shit about the water bottle.
Bjørn, what do you have for us?
I think I'm gonna go ahead and show. It's not a whole lot to show, but it's my dear figure of Lelouch and Suzaku. They're two separate figures, but they fit as a pair because my favorite anime show for a long time used to be the show where this character is from, the main character, Lelouch, from Code Geass, the anime, which aired 2007, 2008, somewhere around that. One of the first animes I watched, and I just loved it. And ever since then, I've hailed it as my favorite anime of all time. Even my profile picture on Discord is like a drawing of Lelouch.
Oh, that's
So-
what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Good to know.
But I was just thinking, now that I've become, I wouldn't say I'm a cultured anime connoisseur by any means,
Like him.
but I've, I don't know, but I've watched a lot of animes since then, and I've grown a few years of age since then. So I was just wondering, does that anime hold up? Will I still think,
Yes.
let's say I didn't watch it back then, I watched it now. After I watched all the other animes and gained life experience, I became old like I am now. Would I still think it was as good now as it was back then?
Well,
Or,
if the concept and the story is something you really like, I suppose.
yeah, but looking back, there's a lot of things that seem silly, like some characters and some niggles that I might pick up on now that I previously, years back, wasn't too bothered about. I don't know, maybe
Do you remember the cat episode?
the cat episode. No.
Yeah, they're spending a whole episode right in the middle of the season looking for a stupid cat walking on the campus. That is an episode that you would notice today, but didn't then.
Okay, yeah, because that's a complete filler episode.
Yeah.
Or yeah, okay, yeah. I maybe because I watched that, I binged that show. It's like over 2 days I watched both seasons.
Oh, damn.
Like, yeah, I just
Yeah, boo. Do.
But then again, there's a lot of animes which have certain characters you don't like that much, or you feel doesn't do anything for the show as a whole.
yeah. But I don't know. At the show as a whole, have we become unable to feel as hyped for a show as when we were younger?
Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but the shows have gotten better over the years. But
Yeah,
still-
I'd agree.
Jujutsu
But
Kaisen.
still,
Ah, yeah.
yeah. But I would say there are still a lot of old bangers.
There is.
Yeah.
Uh,
If you look
and-
past their obvious shortcomings, tons of fillers is a
No.
common one for.
No, but I got this show that I loved, which you cannot watch today. It's critically acclaimed. I just downloaded it from the cat site. What is it called? Hold on.
Yeah. At least
Where
you can
is-
give us the name of this show.
Ganari.
Kata Ganari.
It was a show which aired one episode per month.
Okay, well, long time in the making then.
Helsing Ultimate is a good.
Yes,
series.
I was thinking of
Yeah.
Helsing Ultimate.
Yeah,
They,
yeah,
like aired one episode every 10 months or something.
Yeah, but they really had constructive ties. So they made one episode each month for a
Yeah.
year. And you cannot watch this series anywhere. And it destroys me.
So you downloaded it on the cat site.
Yeah.
I downloaded it on the cat site. And I shall watch it. And it's an old show. And I love this.
Bjørn, you should revisit Code Geass as well. It's on Netflix, I believe. So people,
yeah, it
people
is.
can check it out if you still have your profile active. By the time you get around to it. Anyways, I bought, and these are cheap shits. I bought,
You bought cheap shits?
I bought cheap shit when I was on the Canary Islands many years ago. Because I like swords, so I bought this
Oh,
this Chinese-looking sword things. But they're old and they're shit. It's plastic. They're falling apart. Had to put in this plastic shit to have it on the wall still. But what's funny about them is I bought them on the Canary Islands. I bought 2 of them as well. One white and one black.
yeah. And they look cool, even though they're like
Yeah.
cheapo things. Yeah.
This one is still intact, luckily. Oops.
Don't break it now.
But I had to get them home. And I couldn't fit them in my bag.
Thankfully.
No, not thankfully. It will be good, have them in the bag, in the plane. But you can't fit them in the bag. How do you get them on the plane? Because you cannot show up on the plane the station with this. Like, I have a seat number 4.
Close to the captain's cabin.
Yeah. Luckily, when I was there, I was with my ex and her family. And her father had this bicycle with him. Which is like special luggage, and he had a special kind of suitcase, big suitcase thing to have the bike in, and the sort of fitted in the suitcase.
Okay. Did you have to declare it somehow, or like say like
but the
we have swords?
luggage became just a tad too heavy, so we had to pay an extra 2,000 to get the ship home.
That's such a money grab.
or
It's-
200 bucks if you're American.
Yeah, but that's such a money grab. It's like they
Yeah.
seize every opportunity to like.
and I
oh.
paid like 20 bucks for these. And it ended
Yeah.
up costing me, or her father, a couple of thousand extra.
Oh shit!
But I got them home.
And that, and I imagine that's such a money grab. It has 2 purposes. One, it's to deter people from taking too much luggage.
Yep.
Secondly, it's for the like companies, the what's it called? Flight companies, aviation companies, the
Yep.
airliners to make a whole lot of more money. Because holy shit, it does not cost that much to have 2
No.
4 or 5 extra kilos on the plane. It's like, nah, that's...
No, but imagine if everyone did that.
Yep.
Yeah, and
And,
everyone would pay a massive fee, and the airline
No,
would
but-
still be
it
safe because they are prepared to be overloaded somewhat. They
Yeah,
have
but
a wide margin.
yeah, but if you took away the fee, I can
away
imagine.
the fee?
Yeah,
took
if you
away
have
the
to
fee.
pay, whether you could just have whatever kilos you wanted.
Oh yeah,
Then
of course.
the plane would be too heavy.
I don't.
and it
I'm
would
not
consume,
saying it's
too
silly
much.
because it does restrict. First priority is it's to restrict the passengers from bringing a shit ton more for massive potential overloads.
Huh.
Secondly, it makes them a lot more money.
Yeah, but what are you going to say? It's either to have this so strict that you have to remove anything above this kilos. That you cannot pay for the entry, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's either that or toss
Or
it
pay
away.
a massive fee.
Yeah, to discourage people.
Well,
Yeah.
That said, with these two swords, they are the most basic and cheap ones I have. So I should be showing off some of the other ones I have, like the one that Sephiroth use in Final Fantasy 7. It's like
You have one of
I
those?
have that one. Yes, it's like 180 long.
Are you a
Picture.
fucking...
Where
Yeah,
did
where
you
do you-
hide that?
Oh, it's just on the side of the TV, up the
Oh.
wall. And I have from the Final Fantasy 7 movie as well, the guy with the shaft with two swords going up.
The twin katana?
Yeah, one of the
I
three
don't
baddies
remember
from
that.
the movie Advent Children.
Oh,
Use that sword. Yeah,
okay.
I have that as well.
The
So I should be
Turks
showing
guys.
those off because those are nice, but I won't fit the Sephiroth sword within the frame I have. But haven't you seen those swords? Yes, you have.
I don't know. I've seen the long ass one.
Yeah, I think I
I
have.
think you have.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
had them when
I
I
think
lived
you
up
have.
north as well. I actually got them.
Oh well.
There.
But at least you showed off your most expensive cheap swords then.
My cheapest cheap swords.
No, your expensive cheap swords.
Yeah. They became very expensive in the end, but not really. Like the plastic here is losing its color. I think the sun has been shining bright on some of the parts.
Hmm.
And,
Yeah, I just had a sip of this beer. It's supposed to be an IPA, like fresh, juicy IPA. It's actually called juicy IPA. It's like it doesn't taste like beer at all. It tastes like
cider.
mm,
I've tasted it.
what the fuck? Are they allowed to call this beer? It's a cider.
I know what...
Cider?
No, it's not cider.
For the
It's a
ones
beer.
that love beer. Yeah, juicy berry.
Mm.
What the fuck?
it's beer for cider lovers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what it is.
You're not drinking beer if you're drinking this particular one. I'm saying as much, but it's a good drink, but it's not beer.
It's a good
It's
drink,
not
yeah.
beer. It's a good drink, but not beer.
Shall
well.
we move swiftly
Shall
on?
we move on?
Because I wrote down here, confusing the one who counts, and it's really short, it's really simple, and it's basically exactly what it says. I was at work the other day, and I walked past one of the shops, and this was before the shopping mall opened, so they had their when the store isn't open, the thing they close, and
The girders, the
yeah.
lockout thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that was down, and I heard cash, because the cashier was counting cash, because you have to have a certain amount of cash in your registry at all times in a store. And I walked past, and I heard the clinking, and I stopped outside, and I was like, "Are you counting in there?" She answered, "Yes," and then I just started shouting numbers to her. That's what you do when you want to fuck with them. Not in that particular way, but to mess with them. So I started just shouting 20, 50, 21, 19. But she wasn't Norwegian, so she wasn't counting in Norwegian in her head.
Ah. Oh no.
So she was
Okay.
like, "That ain't working on me, because I'm counting, because I'm German." I was like, you should have said that earlier. 5, 17, 18, 20, 33. Because the one thing I actually remember from my German classes are the numbers. So I still can count in German, even though I can't say anything else in German.
That's amusing.
She looked angrily at me and I moved on. I think my mission was accomplished at the time when I saw her eyes staring at me. I was like, I'm done. I can move on. It's just a bit of fun.
That's amusing. Yeah, I like it. Approved.
Yeah, thank you.
Approved villainy.
It's just so simple.
Yeah.
It's so simple to be an asshole.
Yeah, it is. It actually is. Just as Putin.
Ay.
Also at work the other day, I met an old girlfriend. Not a friend that is a girl. Why don't they have separate word for that in English?
No, I don't know.
We have separate words.
You have a friend who is a boy. What is that? Boyfriend? No.
It's just a friend.
That's a dude. It's a dude.
Dude friend.
Yeah, but isn't that just a friend? Because that's what we say in Norwegian. Van, friend. But when you have a girl that is friend, it's a venninne in Norwegian. But in English, it's a girlfriend. But if you happen to have a girlfriend, that's also a girlfriend. So how do you...
raved about how silly the English language and alphabet is the last episode as well, so... Moving on.
But anyway, so my friend came up to me. She said she just followed the boldness. So I was sitting in the information desk at the time, and she saw the top of my head. I was like, Thomas is at work. So she came over to say hi. Hadn't seen him in a couple of months. And she asked me how my dating life was going. I was like, you know. She's like, no, I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I was like, yeah, there's a random date once in a while, but nothing more.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, but it's about time you're getting a girlfriend now. You need to get one. And I was like,
damn.
Why do I need to get one now? You're a likable guy. You should have a girlfriend by now. There's no reason you shouldn't have one. So she's basically pushing me to start dating more often, to just find the right one.
Right.
But why?
Why?
Why should I do it in a fast pace?
Don't you like to have clean dishes?
I do.
Wow.
But there rarely are dirty dishes in my house.
What? Oh.
No, I do them. And do them
Well,
myself.
I think it's a thing, like a mental state. In some people think most people should be in relationships as much as possible.
Perhaps she's in a relationship and she's currently waiting her 4th child.
Oh damn.
Dave.
She told me at the same time. She asked me about my dating life. And I was like, you're what now? Because I didn't know. But hey ho. I think I came off a bit like I was surprised, but I didn't sound too happy for her when I answered her the first time, because it came as a shock. Because her other kid is like just past a year or something.
What?
Yeah.
It's not the oldest kid.
No, the oldest is... I can't remember.
A few years.
School age.
Yeah.
Right.
So school age, I think 3rd grade, 4th grade. And then it's 1st grade, I think. And then it's like 1 and now expecting. So... But yeah, should I date more then? Should I take this at heart and just go out there and start dating everyone?
I don't. Is that how is one supposed to rush? Are you supposed to like stand in town square and it's like, I need dates.
Yeah, yes. And have a sign, a big ass sign over your head.
Yeah, it's like,
Single and ready to mingle.
Is that how you rush dating?
I don't know. I
like,
should just right swipe everyone on every app I have, and just go on a date with every single one that matches with me, no matter what. That would be the solution. What are you looking at?
Yeah, my phone.
No.
You mentioned swiping, so I was like, my phone is gone.
Yeah, I haven't swiped the past hour.
Swiping addiction.
Yeah.
Nah, it's very much stagnant, the swiping thing, if you know what I'm referring to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it's one of those pastime things you do, if that's the right way to say it.
Yeah. It's not a
you don't expect
hobby,
much.
Something you do all the time.
Yeah, because speaking from experience, not a whole lot happens from there, anyways. So
Then that might be due to the place you're living at.
oh yeah, small places, small towns,
Or due to the effort.
or due to the effort.
As well.
Well,
Listen to Junior.
I don't swipe like on every girl on there, so that might be the problem.
Yeah, that's your problem.
Just need to
That's
that
now.
right swipe everyone. Yeah, that's my problem.
Yep, that's the easiest solution.
Well, fucking hell. I woke up one morning with a notification that I had one like. It's like, what the fuck? Who is this? I have one like? I just woke up like, looking at the screen. It's like, okay, there's a shot of a girl in a dress, high heels, like standing on the side, posing. It's like, but with like from the neck down. I was like,
that's where the good parts are.
I guess. And from the picture, it's like, okay, well, I guess. Continue swiping, more like same type body shots of different dress and high heels. I'm like, okay, swiping right, looking at the description. It's just like looking for fun in the description. And it was a generic girl's name. Let's say it's Sarah or something. Like swiping, like it's like the same picture every time. It's like this girl posing, but it's heads down.
Yeah, well.
But the very last picture was a selfie shot of her face, and it was a dude. What?
But those are the best kinds, according to Junior.
This is like, what the fuck? The one time I actually get a notification in the morning that I had a like.
Yes, but
It turned out to be a dude. Like, what the fuck?
But you can't have kids with those. Those are the best kind. He said so.
Now you're
No,
putting words in my mouth.
it wasn't even a transsexual, not even a trans person. It was just
Just
a
a man
guy
in a dress.
who had dressed up and doing a very specific pose that made him look feminine. Yeah. So,
And he liked you.
yeah, he liked me. I was like,
Take it as a compliment.
yeah, okay. Well, thanks, dude. Thanks, man. Yes.
Shall we move on from there to the last topic?
Mm-hmm.
They can masturbate at work?
Oh, yeah, they can.
Who can? What's this?
Employees at let me find this article again because I have bookmarked it here. Employees of the Cyprus-based adult website StripChat.
Sounds like a working place. You can do that, yes.
Yeah, well, they administer and monitor this website, which is a like cam web stream site. They installed 4 pods for its 200 employees, which would allow them 30-minute paid breaks during work hours to make use of the pods to jack off.
Nice.
And they decided to install the pods to help the employees cope with the stress of the COVID-19 pandemic, mainly.
Mainly.
Yeah. And, And if you're working at a monitoring and administering a website like that every day, wouldn't you like naturally get a bit horny? Wouldn't you
Or do you
naturally
know-
have the
Maybe
urge to like
maybe in the
rub one out?
maybe in the beginning, but wouldn't you tire of it after a while?
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get
get
I
super
guess, I guess.
desensitized.
yeah, because you would get so used to it.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, they installed these pods and they were like geared with like VR headsets
Oh, damn.
to like get the proper VR access. They're like, yeah.
You sure this not at the Google office? They
No,
have
this is
pods and
nothing.
sleeping areas and whatnot as well.
The Cyprus-based adult website strip chat.
Yeah.
No, but
You need to
imagine.
visit this strip chat.
Yeah, but imagine being the first one to use this, because you said there were 200 employees. I
Yep.
imagine like an office space where everyone can watch each other, and they are watching you getting off of your chair, walking the line, seeing all your colleagues in the eye, and be like, "Yeah, I'm going to use the break room now." Yeah.
Does everyone share
Yeah.
the same pod?
And
Yeah,
there
he's
are
a-
four pods for 200 employees. So obviously there's some sharing going around.
Yeah.
Imagine the queue. It's like, yep, I'm waiting
Being-
for Roger to finish up. Yep. So,
Bang, bang,
How
bang,
about-
bang!
how about
Open
you,
up!
Bob? What's
Are you
your
done yet?
plans? Do you want to see some redhead action, girl on girl? What's your queue? What's your
So,
thing?
surprisingly enough, you chose redhead first.
Yeah,
Um,
but I
He's a massive
imagine
fan of
this.
redheads.
I imagine that this won't be used at all, right?
it won't be used at all. I would use it every day.
All the
Would you
time.
look?
No,
would you lo-
one 30-minute break was allowed.
Yeah, but okay, 30 minutes, so you can spend it in.
You can either spend it
Uh,
actually eating your lunch, or you could go in the pod to masturbate.
No, as far as I read it, it was additional
Oh,
break
Okay.
time. Yeah, like in your work time.
Yeah,
Half an hour.
every work
Yeah,
should
but-
get those.
yeah, but I would not have used it to masturbate at work, because then everyone knows that I'm masturbating at work, right?
Compared to now where no one knows.
No, but yeah, but
What would you have used your pod time for?
watching anime.
Watching anime.
On-
You would
on
just
VR.
go into the wank pod and flip up your phone, go to Crunchyroll and just like next episode on Attack on Titan. No, on some generic shonen.
No, but I would not have used a pod. I would use the living room. And I would demand the 30 hours. Because I would not sit in a room where people have masturbated like 5 minutes before me.
So, there has to be some kind of cleaning personnel who cleans up the
I
pod before
I
the
would
next one
imagine
uses
so. I would imagine so. Yeah, but
it. Or you
Imagine-
get told not to spill.
I imagine that it would be like the World War II gas chambers, like just spraying desanitation.
yeah,
You're
some
done.
hazmat suit employee walks up to it and just sprays it down with like hard chemicals and stuff.
No. I would imagine like a sprinkler system. Just.
Oh.
And then a green light. Ding! Next.
Simple as
Sounds
that.
like
Simple
some-
as that.
Fucking expensive solution, but it would be neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With just fill the sprinkles with hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
No, I would not have used it because of the walk of. Do you imagine? Are you planning to masturbate?
Well, if you were walking to the masturbation pod, you would be planning to
Probably.
masturbate. Yeah.
Yeah, but imagine like at 12 a.m. It's too much a line for the masturbation pod. So if I can hold it like to 2, then I will go and masturbate because then the line is shorter.
And you will have been doing your porn site for 2 additional hours. So you get in the pod and it's like, psh, done. Because you're so excited.
I don't think so. Well, maybe the first couple of times.
The first week. So,
Yeah. But I imagine I would be turned off by the walk of shame or talking to Bob in the line.
Yeah, but imagine when the pod opens and it's not Bob, it's Jane who gets out of the pod.
Yeah. No.
No?
I think it's a man-dominated thing.
It would be man-dominated, but sometimes Jane might want to use it.
No. I cannot imagine.
No, you can't. Bjørn, do you have a
No.
statistic? How many men, how many girls use this pod?
No, I don't know.
Well, shit.
Well,
But Tipsy Wednesday can get a masturbation pod when we get our studio.
Yes.
one pod for the three of us. Or can we get
Well-
3 separate pods, please?
No, when 4 pods is enough for 200 people, then I imagine 1 pod is enough for 3.
But no, not if we are taking our breaks at the same time.
No, then we have to plan it, right?
Yeah, but because we have to record at the same time. So we need to take the breaks at the same time.
We're gonna record it as well.
Yes! We're gonna vlog it.
But then it's not
YouTube and everything.
but then it's not a break, then it's work.
Yes, that's true.
Would
that's
that
true.
would that be accepted on YouTube?
No.
No,
If
it
you
would not
showed
be
no nudity, but you did things still
That would be on the other hub.
on the other tube
Yeah.
hub. Yeah.
Tube
the
hub.
freedom of speech tube.
Anyways, with that, if you guys, our listeners, wants to ask us anything, give us hate, love, whatever, send us a mail at tipsywednesday@gmail.com or write to us in our Facebook group, Tipsy Wednesdays. And remember to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and join our Discord server.
Mm-hmm.
Good night.
Bye
Good
bye.
night.